many times. It's documented in all the
journals.
Lewis and Clark journals that when the Native Americans would be upset, they would pull out the fiddles and start playing, and this would change everything. They would make the Indians, dance and be happy, and it saved them many times from who knows what.
Right.
But
it went from confrontational to more.
It was a way of making friends without having to say a word,
Right.
So that was kind of the genesis of this festival.
That is music in a nutshell, though, isn't it?
Right.
It's like making friends without having to say anything. All right, welcome to CCC News' podcast, and today we're welcoming Jonathan Zilka of Shannon's Ice Cream, as well as fiddle fame. We just got to hear a couple of great tunes, and thank you so much for coming today, Jonathan.
Sure, thank you for having me.
Yeah. So we're coming off a great a music fest that just happened a couple of weeks ago, the Hoot.
Right.
And you are the organizer of the Grand Dalles Music Festival, right? And that's coming up in May. And this is your second year doing it. Am I correct?
Year. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. What did you learn from year one that shaped this year's festival? How is it coming together, I guess?
Well, we had a lot of learning curve issues that we had to work through, like locations that worked and were, very pleasing.
Yeah.
And then we had some issues with some other locations that weren't so great. They were noisy or exposed to the weather.
Yeah.
So we've gone away from any of those things that caused us, issues last year.
Yeah.
So we're sort of focusing more in the core of downtown more, and trying not to spread out any further than we have to.
Okay, and it looks like you've added some interesting locations. Like I think you're at the event center next to the Last Stop Saloon this year.
Yeah, we got the control of that for the weekend of the 29th, 30th, and 31st, and we haven't really used it before, so we're sort of learning about it, and so we're hoping it's going to really be exactly what we need.
It's a huge space, and Todd Carpenter's done a really nice job of getting that built and set up, and it'll be exciting to see it in use.
It's got everything we need. It's got an indoor area and plenty of outdoor area, and we want to set up a PA system, and so have bands at the far end there's a roof over there, so it's going to be great.
Yeah, you've got some pretty nice some good acts coming. You've got the Horse Necks.
No.
Whiskey. No. Did I say that right?
Horse Necks were last year.
Oh, they were last year. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Tell me about some of the bands that you're bringing in.
Well, we're the Stumptown String Band is really our leader on Friday night, and they are a well-known old-time bluegrass combination band with an amazing fiddler named Annie Stananek.
All right.
And she is just a force, and we had them last year, and they were a really big hit, and we wanted to get them again this year because she's on her way to stardom, and we may not ever get a chance to get them again because she's requested all over the country. She's played with Kathy Kallick and a lot of great bands, and she's a recording studio musician.
Right.
So she's very respected all around the world, and so we're going to get her any time we can. Mm-hmm. That's Friday night, and then they also play a square dance. They do a concert
Okay.
And then they play a square dance afterwards, and we get a caller in, and then we break the sort of concert seating and have a square dance after that from 8 to 9 or so.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, it says real dance friendly traditional songs, string band. And these it's kind of a bluegrass festival. Am I saying that? Am I getting that right?
Well, that's that
one
was
part of it, maybe.
It's a combination, really,
Okay.
because we get funding from Bubbaville, which is a nonprofit organization in Portland that promotes mainly dancing, square dancing, and any kind of real, traditional dance. But the music and they promote a festival in Portland called the Old Time Gathering.
Okay.
And it's really based on old time music. But the two genres blend
pretty well together.
Pretty well, and not perfectly, but when you're watching a concert, it's great. I mean, you get the best of both worlds. Okay. So, so we adhere to the old time world because of Bubbaville and because of the Old Time Gathering, but we also are in a bluegrass more area here in the Dalles, and there's festivals around here that are sort of our sister festivals, like Golden Dale and Stevenson, that we sort of share information and techniques or whatever for producing these festivals. And so we use a lot of the bluegrass bands in around this area also. So it's we don't feel like there's any real need to keep things separate.
Right. Yeah, when I worked up at Immigrant Springs outside of Pendleton, they did a bluegrass festival at that park, actually. And it was just mostly locals from the area. And that's kind of the fun, one of the fun things about a music festival such as this, because, music can break out kind of anywhere, like where people are camping or that kind of thing. And there's kind of this camaraderie, would you say, or this kind of sense of, musicianship, people wanting to get together and...
Yeah, it's the people that play music love to go to these festivals and camp out and play music together in groups. And it's not a performance festival so much as it is just a gathering of RVs and people and that sort of thing. And that's where we tried to sort of emulate that last year. But the Dalles is hard to find. We don't have a city park that can house a festival like that.
Yeah,
it's just the way it is.
Yeah,
and so we're trying to find places that we can park RVs and camp around the city, but it's a struggle.
I'm sure. Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit more about the other the venues? We talked about the one at Last Stop. Where else will?
Well, we've got the Granada Theater, like we did last year, and that's a really good asset in the Dalles. It really is a very nice theater, and it's well set up for sound systems and film things too. We showed a film last year.
Excellent.
And it's just a really nice place to have a concert or a dance. So on Saturday night we have a concert with Never Come Down, which is a local Hood River Portland-based band.
Okay.
And you often see them around Hood River and stuff, but they usually play as a trio or sometimes even a duo.
Okay.
But this is going to be the full band, and I feel like they're just another musical, entity that is going further, is going to go far, and we just really want to take advantage of them when they're here and able to get them. And most people don't get to hear them in concert like the full band.
All right.
And I think it's going to be really worthwhile for people to see them in that sort of situation,
Fun.
rather than just kind of more casual.
Yeah. And what's the name of the band again?
Never Come Down.
Never Come Down, from the Hood River area, Portland Hood River area. And
Well, the two main people live in Hood River.
okay, great. And they'll be playing the Granada.
They'll Granada Saturday night, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then there's another dance after that.
Yeah.
But it's a country dance. We have Fred Coates and his band called the Grand Country Band.
Wow.
And they play a mix of old style, well, sometimes you would call it honky-tonk music, honky-tonk songs. And it's old style with fiddle and kind of Hank Williams style type personality.
Yeah.
Fred Coates is a really nice singer and has a really nice persona of that sort of, I would say age, older, but it's definitely traditional country music. It's not, what you would call modern country music at all.
Yeah.
So, but it's great fun, and we had it last year as well, and the dancing was well received, and a lot of folks
Yeah.
really enjoyed the dance.
Great. So it sounds like, jamming and then dancing, obviously. Are there workshops involved too?
Workshops, yes.
Yeah.
Annie Stanick's going to do a Friday night workshop at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And then we have workshops all day Saturday that will be on the website, the
Okay.
Grand Dalles Music Festival.com.
Okay. The Grand Dalles Music Festival.com.
Right.
Okay. Great. So it's a good
Yes.
place to go find out who's playing and
That's where you're going to definitely see the workshop schedule
okay.
and also the band schedule too. We've also rented City Park, and we're going to have a couple bands up there.
Oh, great.
A local band called the Ditch Diggers, and another band called Ross Island Ramblers, which they're from Portland, of course.
Right.
And we have Sawtooth and Son, also another band that's gonna. They're also, I think, mainly from Portland, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
They're going to play too. So we're going to play. We're going to have a couple bands at the park, City Park, starting at 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah. All right.
So
that's a change from last year.
Yeah.
You had, I think, a few items a few acts at festival, the Lewis and Clark Festival Park.
we did have.
And that was tough with the background, like the highway noise and that kind of thing when you're trying to listen to music. So
Yeah, it's very exposed there. So it was a sunny days. We had them both Saturday and Sunday. There were sunny days, and the sun was a little too hot, and then it was 45-mile-an-hour winds. So the winds are a little too strong.
That can happen.
And the freeway and the trains just make it really not.
the best local.
Yeah, it's not really.
Especially when you're talking about acoustic music.
Right, and so it didn't work out well, and we also had camping nearby across the street from Lewis and Clark Park, but it's the same story. It was too exposed,
Yeah.
too noisy, too much wind, and so we're not going to use those two places again.
Yeah. Yeah. This is great. For someone who's never been to, say, a bluegrass or old time music, festival, that kind of thing, what can they kind of expect, Jonathan? What could you tell us about that?
Well, these bands are chosen for their stage presence.
Okay.
I mean, they're not just going to stand up there and play music that you've never heard or that you're not accustomed to. They engage with the audience. They're very friendly, personable, informative, as well as
Good storytellers.
good storytellers,
Yeah.
good, just good advocates for their music, and they are such exquisite musicians that no matter what genre of music you like, you can't ignore the fact that they're just so proficient and exciting on their instruments.
Yeah, it's hard to deny good musicianship.
Right,
You just stop. Like, I mean, seriously, when you were playing earlier, it just stopped me in my tracks. It's just so nice to hear, somebody playing that's kind of in control.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and harmonies are a big deal in this type of music, and these folks sing really nice harmonies, and so for me, and I think most people, harmonies are just really make a difference, in the enjoyment of listening to something. So listening to music. So I don't think that anybody that would venture to come to these concerts would be sorry they did, or
Right.
uncomfortable there. You can't help but just appreciate the sounds of their instruments and their voices. It's just very entertaining.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, what are you personally excited about any one specific thing in this year's lineup or the series of events that over the 3-day festival?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's two things from my point of view. It's seeing people enjoy themselves, seeing a concert hall full of people that are, just really having a good time, and how that's a weekend, and they're, enjoying their weekend and being, enthusiastic about the music and the dancing. Dancing is really important to me. I find that that's just kind of I don't know, such a fun and wholesome and also natural thing to do.
Yeah.
And if you get a chance to do it where you're not embarrassed, or you feel like somebody's gonna laugh at you or something, it's just not the way it is.
Right.
In these dances, these are group dances, and you don't have to feel sensitive or insecure about it. It's everybody's doing it,
Right.
and it's just a great time. I mean, and I seeing Annie Staninek play is just worth waiting a whole year for it. I mean, she's just so fun and such a great entertainment source. That I'm really looking forward to her. And Never Come Down, I've seen them a few times, but they, like I said, they are really such strong and precision musicians that they're just a joy to watch and to listen to.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. So as we said at the start of this podcast, you started this music festival last year. That was your inaugural one. And are you getting much help? Are you a one-man show, or how does this all come together?
Oh yeah, I've got people have volunteered to help. It's been a very strong community.
Great.
Sort of gathering. Everybody's pitched in, and I've gotten donations and grants from people and agencies, and there's a strong group that's promoting this and putting their weight or their time behind it. It's
we should too, and maybe after this I can kind of put something together that we can run on CCC News, so people will go to the website, see what's coming. Or do people need to make reservations, or how does that part of it work?
It's they're ticketed events. That each day is $10.
Okay.
So you get a wristband for $10, and it gets you into all the venues.
Okay.
So it'll get you all day long. You would be able to go to the workshops. you'll be able to go to the park and go to the park would be free anyway, but the event center and Granada, you can sort of go wherever you want with the wristband. And it's $10, and kids under 12 are free.
Wow.
And so it's just $10 a day or $25 for the weekend.
Well, that's pretty affordable.
So that's Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. We have events on Sunday.
Great.
We have an Appalachian singing workshop, and we have other, mandolin and guitar workshops.
Yeah.
So, it's
Do
so you have to buy a ticket and you get a wristband when you check in.
Okay. Very good. Very good. What do you have a feel for like the number of people that this draws? Like, yeah, it's kind of a tough one to answer, but maybe,
last year it was upwards of 400.
Okay. Yeah.
We're hoping for that or more, of course. But we're happy with any number, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's we're a nonprofit,
Certainly.
entity. We're not doing this for money. This is all just a community, based event.
Yeah.
And we hope to break even, but we're not focused on that. We just want to put on a good event, and we make it work through volunteer and donations and grants and some ticket sales. And
right.
So
you said, as far as the grants go, you said Bubbaville, and who else is supporting it?
The chamber, just
the Dalles Area Chamber of Commerce,
Chamber
great.
of Commerce, and Cultural Trust.
The Cultural
Wasco
Trust.
County Cultural Trust. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
They've all donated. So
excellent. So they liked what you did last year, obviously.
Yeah, I think they see the value in it, and the whole beginning of this festival what is that the Lewis and Clark expedition had two fiddlers on the expedition all the way from Missouri to Astoria and back, and these two fiddlers, Pierre Crozat and George Gibson, basically kept the expedition alive by playing the fiddle, because the Native Americans were not always friendly to the expedition. They were trespassing, they were hunting their animals, they were being very invasive, really. I mean, to this tribes that had never had to experience this. So many times it's documented in all the
journals.
Lewis and Clark journals that when the Native Americans would be upset, they would pull out the fiddles and start playing, and this would change everything. They would make the Indians dance and be happy, and it saved them many times from who knows what.
Right.
But
went from confrontational to more.
It was a way of making friends without having to say a word,
Right.
So that was kind of the genesis of this festival.
That is music in a nutshell, though, isn't it?
Right.
It's like making friends without having to say anything, because everybody can agree on great music, right? Just
I don't, it's hard to say, what tunes they were playing or what they played, but it worked. And so that's kind of where we got the idea, is that wouldn't it be great to have a festival sort of based on Lewis and Clark and those two fiddlers, because they camped here, and they camped a lot of places, but we really started the whole process of thinking about that sort of phenomenon and bringing it. Of course, music has changed a lot, but we do try to promote some of the tunes that Lewis and Clark played, and try to do workshops with Lewis and Clark's, sort of songbook in mind.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, there seems to be this generally, at least since I, have been paying attention. this thread of music that's kind of going through the Dalles. You could start with like Little Music City,
Right.
but then like just right a block away here, not a block, a house away from here, like Victor has kind of set up this Victor Johnson that is has set up
Right.
this kind of interesting courtyard and he's kind of the old time music and that like
He's
that's right
doing-
there and what he
Doing
goes
Irish,
through.
and he's actually putting together a band for the festival.
Yeah.
He's did his Doc Marvel's old time music and medicine show.
All right.
He's going to play at noon on Sunday at his courtyard,
Herbering House. Okay.
yeah, Herbering House courtyard.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're going to do another band there called the Blackbird Coal Band, which is a traditional kind of
Yeah.
Appalachian band, bluegrass Appalachian mix. So yeah, there's that, and Al Hare has done a lot for trying to
Yeah.
promote this thing. The city wants to. This little music city idea has been, floating around for a few years now,
Right.
and it feels like there's some traction with it, but it's never gotten to a real strong point yet. But we're all looking to further it and make it happen.
Yeah.
And this is a part of this, is bringing enough musical events and performances that this city does become known, or at least around the area, as
Yeah.
a place where there's a lot of music.
Yeah. I see your I see the Grand Dalles Musical Festival. I see that as well as the Hoot.
The Hoot was fantastic,
And-
it brought
yeah.
in so many people, and they did a great job, and
Yeah.
it's a good example of what can happen if you're willing to make the necessary movements to make
Yeah.
to bring it.
And it's finding people such as yourself who have a complete passion for it. This is okay. I mean, I remember when we were talking about this a year and a half ago, and you were like, "I'm thinking about doing this," and like it's a big deal. But obviously, that your passion for music and that kind of thing, like that helps build these like organic, kind of movements, if you will. Like I always feel like artists are at the center of any kind of culture, and they help kind of develop that identity, that thread. Like I know, like even Urban Renewal was talking about it on Tuesday. It's like, who are we? Who are we in the Dalles? And I think music is a really good way of helping define that, anyways, at least in part, if not. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see both of these events taking hold.
Yeah, we'll definitely use it as a stepping stone and getting more things. I mean, there's room for more of this type of thing.
Yeah.
If somebody's willing to
Right.
make the effort. People like to have things to do, like to have entertainment. They work hard, and they deserve to have nice options.
Right. And the weekend hits, and you bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other, this is a real kid friendly event you have going here too. It sounds like there's.
Yeah, I've spoken to Robin Ott, who just directed the play at the Civic, the Newsies, and I asked her to bring some of her kids, get some of her kids together to do a kids showcase performance for possibly at Victor's or possibly at the event center on either Saturday or Sunday. It hasn't been finalized yet, but we want to do a kids showcase. We did a kids showcase last year, and it was really cute and fun. Yeah. And it's the whole thing is kid friendly. We aren't actually even promoting alcohol sales or anything for any of the events. So it's not like there's that issue going on.
Yeah.
So, no, it's very, very, very kid friendly. We want kids to learn to play instruments. That's our main, desire.
Yeah.
If they see it, if they can, handle things, and who knows, they may get inspired.
Yeah. And most people, I would say 99.9% of people like music, right?
Yeah.
And like Victor kind of took me through the thread of it a while back. He was talking about, well, so you enjoy music, that's kind of like step one. And like step two is kind of like if you want to learn an instrument or get a little bit more involved, learn about, I don't know, music theory or learn about, chords or whatever. I learned a favorite song. He said, but then the coup de grace is playing with people because that's a whole nother level and a whole nother level of communication, right? Like, I mean, when we were just messing around a little bit earlier, you're like, okay, don't play these two chords. And like, I'm like, okay. But figuring that out there's something really satisfying about that, especially when you get good noise at the other end, right?
Yeah, there's a reward for
Yeah.
for being dedicated to getting it,
Yeah.
and learning it, and it's playing music together is really special. Mm-hmm. And not everybody can do it or wants to do it or that sort of thing, but just music in general brings people together, and it's a very rich thing for friends to get together and watch other friends play music, or as I say quite often, is that you are musical no matter what, because you have a voice, and if you have a voice, you can sing, because singing isn't just talking. With very little change to the talking. If you can talk, you can sing.
Yeah.
And I always
There's hope for me.
there's hope for everybody. That's the good thing about traditional music. It's not based on perfection or even singing any kind of exact thing. It's all about just having fun.
Yeah.
Putting your voice out there. So everybody's a musician if they just care to learn a few lyrics. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, excellent. Jonathan, am I leaving anything out? Am I not am I asking all the right questions? Is there something else that people should know about? Or well, how about this? We forgot I didn't hit the dates early on. The dates for the music festival are
it starts May 29th.
Okay.
We're going to try to start as early as we can, maybe 2 or 3 o'clock. We're going to have the event center open, and the Granada will be open sometime around that. We have a workshop at 5 o'clock, so we're going to be open for that, and that's Friday. I don't know, how many people get off work or whatever, but we're going to start as early as we can on Friday.
Okay.
That's the 29th.
May 29th.
And then the 30th, which is a Saturday, we're going to be going probably no later than 10. We'll be open at the event center and the Granada. The Granada has food, popcorn, soft drinks, so for sale all the time. That they're open, and then the Friday night, the 29th, the concert will go till, and the dance will go till 9 or maybe 9:30, possibly 10, but no later than 10. Saturday is the same time, just concert at 7, dance at 8, 8:15, and then 9:30 it will be closed, and then Sunday will be open again. That'll be the 31st, Sunday the 31st of May. Will be open at the event center and the Granada.
Okay.
And so we're planning a family square dance on Sunday afternoon, maybe about 3 o'clock.
All right.
So that's in the works right now, but it looks like people would like to do it. And it's a family square dance, meaning you want to bring little kids. It's daytime. It's going to be in the event center, so it's a big open space. And, having kids, learn or try to do square dancing and that sort of thing with the parents is a lot of fun, and it's really sort of neat to see.
All right.
So Sunday family square dance, and we'll have maybe a workshop on Sunday too, and we're going to have another band play on Sunday.
Oh,
and we have Sunday is Victor's. Victor's going to play with his Doc Marvel's show, and the Blackbird Coal Band, Victor's thing. That's a free event.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that's going to be, he'll have coffee and scones and that sort of thing.
All right. All right. So May 29th through May 31st.
Right.
Yep. And remember, it's the Grand Dalles Music Festival.com
Right.
for more information. And we'll get something lined up on CCC News. Let people be fully aware. Can people go on and buy a wristband right now, get ahead of it, and be ready to roll?
Right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And they can bring their guitars and their fiddles and all that and go to workshops.
Bring your instruments. The city park is a good place to decide to play music at the event center. There's going to be jamming in there, and we can jam in the Granada too if you can find a spot.
Okay.
So yeah, if you have any inclination to play music, bring an instrument, and we'll find you a group.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, Jonathan, this is just awesome. I'm glad you're continuing to do this and bring such a wonderful event to town that opens up a lot of opportunities for locals and a chance to just kind of let our hair down, do some dance, and hear some music.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Yeah. We're excited. It's definitely going to be a good event, and I think people will be really, really happy they make the effort to get down there and see something.
Excellent. All right. Yeah. And in the meantime, people can stop by and see you at Shannon's Ice Cream if they need a scoop or two.
Can always find us at Shannon's. Yeah.
Yeah, Shannon as well. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming today.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah.
All right.